to me, every guy we pick, if you notice how they play, if you watched any tape on those guys, they all play with a chip on their shoulder.
Yeah, see?
Especially, it's two of those guys that stand out to me the most. And I had told, Devon.
Yeah.
Me and Devon talked about this before, and I told Devon, Tarvarius Moore is going to come steal somebody's spot, and they ain't going to like it. And the reason why I say that, the only reason that kid fell as far as he did was because he didn't go to the combine.
Are you listening?
Damn. In case you've been worried about whether or not I was going to get that fixed, it's feeling magnificent today, and by now you've already figured out who's that making all that noise. Of course it's me. I'm Ronbo of Ronbo Sports, and fam, representing the Niner Empire worldwide. Appreciate you joining me today, fam. You know how I need it. You and I are we're the only ones maniacal enough to be continuing to talk 49ers football this time of year. Why? Because as I say, the 49ers season never ends. Yeah! And we got some stuff to look forward to. Hey, listen, the closer we get to preseason, camp, and all that stuff, man, I'm trying to contain myself so I can talk to you and make some kind of sense. Let me calm down for a minute. Okay, I'm all right. Fam. But we got that one little sticky thing, that one little annoying thing that keeps going on and on and on. Because that is the only thing that could delay this. I mean, fam, I'm not saying Super Bowl. I'm stopping that short of saying so. I might change my mind somewhere between now and the middle of the season. But right now, I'm just saying I just want to get to the playoffs. But we can't do it without one Ruben Foster. Fam, here's the thing. I was ready on the 8th of this month to say, let's go, Ruben! Now! Hey, listen, the reason I say that, and if you, don't get mad, because I am now convinced, as the lady has said, nothing happened between them. That was another thing that's going on. Because if people say, oh, you support that? No, they've already said it didn't happen, right? So I'm with that. And I want to see Ruben come back to the team, and we can get to the Super Bowl. I said it again, so we get to the playoffs, and let's go! Because, quite frankly, we're just sitting out, Niner Empire sitting out in a Niner Mobile with them big turbo engines and pipes rolling out the back, big red and gold flashing on the side. And we got the door open, holding it for Ruben to come and jump in the car so we can go! Go, 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 go! 17th, right? What they've done is they are now going to enter a play, so the DA has to poop or get off the pot. So, we didn't do that. The judge goes to the DA. So do you have any objections? I already see the DA. Come on, I know he did something. It's not going to work. It's over. And he's already brought in throwing puppies, so therefore this is done. And we get Ruben back, and we start moving forward. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hey, now I want to talk about the draft picks. I want to talk about the future plans. I want to do all that stuff anyway. And speaking of the draft picks, and every little bit just makes me want to smile, because it makes me, let me not get into concert, but listen, fam. Of the top 100 picks in the 2018 draft, the 49ers possess 4 of them. In the top 100. Somebody came, hey, well, they got 250 picks today. It's a once-a-year event. The 49ers put in Mike McGlinchey. They put in, I'm telling you, when I think about Mike McGlinchey, what he's going to do at that right side, because he can do both block and run, pass protection and run, you got Mike McGlinchey, Tarvarius Moore. Now, there's a story in its own. I didn't know anything about Tarvarius Moore before we got him, all right? He got Dante Pettis. And we're learning more and more about Dante Pettis all the time. He likes art. He likes a lot of things. That he's a little emotional in the movies. We know all that about him, right? And then, of course, you got Fred Warner, who could be the premier player in the 49ers 2018 draft. Now, I've already started, when I say started to have fun with these guys, I'm saying I'm looking at combinations, because I'm already looking at McGlinchey and possibly on the right side, because I still have faith that I believe Joshua Garnett is going to, well, you know what? Joshua Garnett, I guess if he does a good job, he goes to the left side because that's where he played in Stanford. That's where he was most effective. Jonathan Cooper go to the right side if he wins that war, but Tomlinson still in the mix. That offensive guard situation is going to be something. I have no idea what's going to happen. We do know the two tackles are set. We know the center is set. We know offensively that front line is going to be a monster. Oh, man. Man, I like the thought of this. Running, we can do it now. Pass protection, we got it. Jimmy G's got more time to do what he needs to do. Jimmy G does not need more time to make it more dangerous. Can you imagine? Jimmy G was effective when he didn't have that much protection. What's he gonna be like when he's not under fire for, 5, 10, 6, 15 seconds? Oh, God. And as I said, the combinations. My other dream, and there's that name again. I have got so many combinations. You know, I'm not gonna go through all the combinations right now because I got a guest I want to talk to you about. But check this out. Fam, before we get to that, I want to pick out your fantasy football team. Hey! I haven't done fantasy football in a while because I really just don't have time. But can I help you with this just for a couple of minutes? Now, here's the thing. Every year, and I always consider it blasphemous, people say, yeah, I got my fantasy football team already done, man. I got this guy, and this guy, and this guy. And I'm listening, right? And I don't hear anybody, and this is a 49er fan I'm usually talking to. I don't hear any names of any 49ers. And granted, down to the last few years, it hasn't been that lucrative as far as picking out guys with lots of stats that can take you to the fantasy football league, golden top, right? So this year, may I mention, Jimmy G is going to be a guy that I'm talking about packs the boxes on the stats, and you know this. So you got your quarterback, fantasy football league people, man. 49ers got that. They got that dude. They got Jimmy G. And then, of course, you got Jerick McKinnon. The way Kyle Shanahan's going to use Jerick McKinnon, are you serious? You talk about getting a lot of fantasy points. Jerick is going to be the guy. And then, of course, you look at Marquise Goodwin. Now, Marquise Goodwin is going to be hot for this reason. Now, I mentioned Marquise Goodwin to put on your fantasy team because of Pierre Garçon. I want you to think of Pierre Garçon. Why don't you mention him first? No. Garçon, I'm putting on the list. But I'm thinking Marquise Goodwin first. Why? Because Marquise is going to do well because of the presence of Pierre Garçon. Yeah, teams are going to focus on Pierre Garçon a little. I would say first 5 or 6 weeks, they're going to focus on Garçon because he would appear to be the most dangerous. Now you got Marquise Goodwin with all that speed. He runs routes. He does all kind of crazy things now. Now, that's where Goodwin becomes more dangerous. He's going to be more effective this year than he was last year because Kyle was just starting to work with him last year. And what we've seen from Marquise last year, it will pale in, you haven't seen anything yet. I know, hey, Ronbo, we know that's your boy, man. Hey, nothing wrong with Is there anything wrong with Marquise Goodwin being your boy? Case! Like that dude, man. Hey, and also, as I mentioned in your fantasy picks, it could be one of the 49er rookies. I ain't gonna say which one yet, because I overcommit every year. I don't want to overcommit to the point this year where I'm like, yo, Ronbo, man, you said this, and this on a certain day. Now, I'm learning my lesson about that because I get caught up in this every year. So I ain't say anything about rookie fantasy picks. Leave that to you. But I do see the Roy being on this squad right now. I don't know, hey, defensively or offensively, who is an offensive rookie of the year? Is it defensive rookie of the year? I got a feeling the chances of it being defensive rookie of the year are the biggest. Because you see, when you look at Fred, when you look at Tarvarius, there's a strong chance. And DJ Reed, you see, here's a wonderful thing about this. When you look at guys that just came in, we got Richard Sherman at exactly the right time. Because you've got some prime candidates that are going to be cornerbacks and defensive backs that Rich can come in and school them. And fam, how lucky do we get to have the premier cornerback in the NFL working our youngsters? So in 2 years or 3 years, whenever Rich decides he wants to call it a day, look what he left us with. So I'm feeling, oh man. Coach of the year. Could be, because Kyle Shanahan's right in the right place at the right time. Oh, you know I didn't mean that. I mean, Kyle Shanahan's going to be an awesome coach this year. But when you look at what they're doing between John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan, what they did last year with the rookies and the draft board, what they do this year with the draft board, it's going to come it's going to wash out, and everybody's going to notice that the 49ers are doing excellent. Because even Terrell Davis, I caught him. He gave the 49ers a B- on their draft picks. They hate to give out for it. It's a higher grade. But he likes McGlinchey, and he really likes Fred Warner. I enjoyed him talking about Fred Warner. That's why I'm thinking Fred, I'm going to pencil him in as a possibility. Because, hey, this is just one more reason why. At the end of last year, we could say the 49ers got an A+ as far as grades of the draft go. 2017 draft, killer. We'll know more at the end of the season. 2018 draft picks, killer. I'm already predicting it right now, killer. No, it's not through red and gold glasses, and my name is not Ronbo Homer. I mean, come on, look at last year, what happened? I'm not just blowing off here, I'm telling the truth. Anybody did not doubt me last year, you owe me an apology, by the way. 49ers are the draft kings, and you know this. Tell me, I don't know. Hey!
I saw your face during the draft.
Yeah?
With your Vita Vea loving self.
So?
You ain't fooling me.
What?
You ain't satisfied.
Oh, that's unfair. I am. I am.
We be alright.
Oh, here we go.
Kyle Shanahan know what he be doing?
I know this.
Believe that.
I do.
Hold up.
What?
Let me give some love to my dude. Yizzo. What's good with ya? Yummy. I'll be in Philly in August, man. Yeah. And Ronbo, I'm gone.
He was good. Because he said his favorite dude was, I mean, I thought I was his favorite dude. See, I'll you know, it's okay. It's okay. You know, because maybe he can go out there and, I know y'all, I mean, he'll take good care of him, give him 4 wings and fried rice. Hey, listen, I hope that you've gotten over my crush on Vita Vea. I'm okay? It's not, I'm fine, man. Let us now, I want to talk more about these draft picks anyway. Let us now go to Texas and talk some more drafts of the 2018 draft. Niner fam, back into football. They started camp. Everything's underway. I'm in the Dallas area. See, because he's in the Dallas area, but make no mistake, Courtney is part of the 49 Empire. Courtney, what's up?
Hey, what's going on,
Courtney. Courtney actually attended the draft. I'm telling you, man. Courtney, give us a flavor of that draft, though. I mean, and just some of the things that happened to you there that would stand out in your mind the most, because this is like something you don't do every year.
One of the biggest things was I was taking pictures with literally everybody. And it was all because I had a 49er cape on. I had chains on, 49er everything. People just running, oh, can I take a picture with you? It was great. Being out there with the rest of the Niner Empire, people that came down. We had people come out from all over. I met a lady that came down from Rhode Island.
Whoa.
I met a lady that came down from South Oregon.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a pre-party the night before. Then we tailgated every day we was there and had an after party after the draft was over every night.
That's how
I mean, it was great.
That is how it's supposed to be.
It was great.
Done.
But the best part was heckling the Cowboys fans. That was
because they do it. I mean, last year when we played the Cowboys, the stands at Levi's it was just waves of blue. You had 49er fans, and they set it up where we had to be seated between them, right? And I had friends that, man, Cowboy fans just in there, just running smack from beginning to game. We lost the game, and they were just going nuts. I said, you know, it's okay, because you know what? This is the last year for that. And sure enough, I was saying that because I was mad. That's it. It's over, Courtney. Here we come.
Oh yeah, why else you think the Rams are loading up the way they are?
Because they know. In fact, you know what? Let me ask you this though. Everybody's crying. Well, not everybody, but a lot of us are. We stopped crying because we looked into it. But a lot of people still complaining and crying about that draft. You mentioned the Rams. I get the feeling that the 49ers built that team quiet as it's being kept to destroy the Rams, because a lot of us had other choices. You may have had some other choices yourself in your own mock draft. Courtney, I mean, this year they're looking at your football IQ. They're looking at how what do you think is a scheme fit? What happened out there in Dallas this particular year as far as the draft goes?
The only surprise I had all of us don't, like I say, we don't know what goes on in their war room. Everybody wants to be a GM.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be a GM. But I've never been to the league. Most of us talk about never been to the league. As far as I've ever been is arena.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't know about the NFL. But as far as those fans that are surprised or still thinking that what we picked was not what they would fit, that's the problem. You're mad because it's not who you would pick. But then again, like I say, you're not in the war room. You go, but you. If I go to war, I'm gonna listen to the general, not the private. You know what I'm saying?
You know, because now that we've done homework on some of these guys, they look good, and you know what? I could compare this draft with last year in a different way, because you know the first two picks in the draft last year, everybody knew Solomon T, yeah, Ruben hell yeah, you know. It got to the point where in the first two rounds, we can go home now, you know. So, you know, this is why I'm saying this year, from first round, and actually saying first round to seventh round, these guys are good. You can see where everybody may make the team again this year. I mean, what do you think about that?
Every guy we pick, if you notice how they play, if you watched any tape on those guys, they all play with a chip on their shoulder.
Yeah, see?
Especially, it's two of those guys that stand out to me the most. And I had told, Devon.
Yeah.
Me and Devon talked about this before, and I told Devon, Tarvarius Moore is going to come steal somebody's spot, and they ain't going to like it. And the reason why I say that, the only reason that kid fell as far as he did was because he didn't go to the combine. Had he gone to the combine, it'd have been a total different story. He might have been off the board a lot sooner. Because there's not too many guys 6'2", run a 4.32 40 and have a 40 and have a 40-inch vertical. There's not too many out there. And I like the fact that we're going to try to use him at corner, which is great. Yeah. But Jaquaski he better not play comfortable, because that's one thing. There's one thing about this draft, and the thing about this draft was it gave us depth at every spot that we didn't have depth at last year. We were thin, we were really thin at receiver because guys were getting hurt. We were thin in the secondary mostly, and we needed them because, good Lord, sometimes we was getting burnt and did not need to get burnt. Or we got a rookie we're throwing out there and he didn't have enough reps, or coming back from an injury, and then you got our defensive line had a decent rotation. I would say that, but Jimmy G coming in and striking fear in the hearts of everybody in the NFC.
They don't even know the half.
And then the Jaguars game, he struck fear into everybody in the NFL. There's no, I mean, all our draft picks, especially offensively, compliment him. Because those guys, especially like you say with the scheme, all those guys fit our scheme on defense and offense. And I really think it was the draft more. Our draft this year was more leaning towards scheme, football IQ, and competition at each position. Because competition breeds character. It breeds character. You gonna find out who the weak and who the strong and who gonna lay down.
And
I'm sorry, I don't want that man on the field that's gonna lay down.
Can't use him. I mean, we had a couple of those last year, and they got rid of them. You know, I won't mention no names because a couple of those guys I really liked. I just didn't know that, what happened was going to happen. I didn't see it coming. Right. And I got a feeling this year, but we are on that page, though. Courtney, what happened to Trent Brown?
Trent, I think it was that Trent, if you ever look at him, ever since Von Miller made that comment calling him the best right tackle in the league.
Please, did he?
I'm not gonna say it got to his head, but I think with this offense, he thought, okay, well, I can come in and just come in and play. I don't have to learn nothing. And the only way you get traded out of this offense that is if you can't get things down or you're just hurt. And his problem was he had the surgery, so they're not sure about that. I really think that on the scheme wise, he's a better pass blocker than he is. As massive as he is, he's 6'8".
Yeah.
There's not too many 6'8" right tackles. I mean, and he's not protecting the blind side. He's on the right side.
Right.
So, I mean, you got guys like Von Miller he has to go against. You got, look at Julius Peppers beat him at one point. Julius Peppers is like a vampire. That man never ages, but he managed a way to get double-digit sacks almost every year he's been in the league.
Year. I was hoping it was.
I mean, but the thing with Trent, I think that's what made the surprise to me about getting
McGlinchey.
Because getting McGlinchey, I was like, what? A tackle? I mean, it was funny. They said at the draft and everybody just turned around and looked at us. Like all the Niner faithful in the room, everybody just turned around and goes, what was? And we're like, I don't know.
That was a surprise of the draft. I still, but we found out the rumors were already out there that Trent was on his way to New England. And everybody's like, man, stop lying. It's Trent Brown. Man, he ain't going nowhere. But yeah, now we found out they were telling the truth. Man, you know what? Courtney runs his own team. Courtney, tell us about your team, because I want to know from you. Give us a little bit about your team first. I want to know from you. This particular group of football players that they got this year, how would you use them? And tell us about the team, though. All
right, team, the DeSoto Tarantulas. We're based in the Dallas area. I actually play offensive and defensive line on the team.
All right.
The great thing about it is I've been around the game so long that I'm not trying to do this to benefit me. It's to help some of these younger guys get to the next level that want to learn something. Because you got a lot of guys that come out of high school, have talent, but don't go to school because they didn't get the grades.
Yeah.
Or they're not looked at this way. My thing is to them, like, okay, I'm trying to help y'all get the whole organization. My guys that I'm with, you know, we all trying to help everybody. And matter of fact, I'm still sore right now from a game we had last night. And it was
nice.
It seemed like, but yeah, we had a game last night.
He's moving. He's doing this. He's doing that. Man, Courtney, you're a busy dude, man. I'm impressed.
We actually, the biggest thing I got out this year, we actually got to represent this state.
All right.
And go to Florida and win a national championship in Florida.
Ooh, now you're talking. Whoa.
And we got to go to Florida and win a national championship. And I mean, having to fly there and then play a game at 9:00 in the morning I was like, all right, look, you got guys on the other team calling your name out. And I'm like, the only person I want to hear calling my name out that early in the morning is my wife. I ain't trying to hear no other man call my name out. Y'all done got yourself into, you done opened a can of worms now. So,
there you go.
I mean, but with this team that we have with the 49ers, what that Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch have done, I think a lot of people are underestimating what they're doing. And one person is with Shanahan's track record, you can't underestimate him.
True.
You can't.
True.
Because a lot of people think that he learns the offense from his father. He didn't. He actually learned from the man that just got hired across the bay. So
you're right.
He's
right. I forgot about that.
He actually learned from John Gruden.
Yeah, when he was in Tampa Bay. That's right. Gave his first job.
Yeah. He actually learned from John Gruden. So that's why John Gruden want to be in the Bay. He a little pissed off that he's had a little more success out there at offense than he had. So
true.
That's why Gruden is a little angry. But thing is with Shanahan, if I was him, the way that we have with the personnel we have, especially in receiving, and all speed.
Oh.
Speed, and we have great route runners.
Yes.
Nobody knew that Marquise Goodwin could run routes the way he could until he got around Pierre Garçon. Garçon taught him something that he wasn't learning in Buffalo. Buffalo is just run a go route, run a post. Right, they're not telling him, hey, I need you to run a quick out. Okay, I need you to I know you're supposed to run 10 yards, but I need you to drop 7 and take this hit. I mean, Marquise Goodwin did a heck of a job last season, and I don't think he got a lot of shine for it. He didn't get a lot of credit. But having him, you have Trent Taylor, now you have Pettis, and now you have Garçon coming back healthy. Garçon doesn't drop a lot of passes. We all know.
Yeah. He's good at that.
Marquise, oh my God. All our receivers, you can line up in the slot. You can line them up on the. You can line them up close towards the tight end. You can line our receivers up everywhere on the field, and that's the problem. It's gonna make defenses react to all this speed. So now, guess what? You gonna have to either put your pass rusher and put a linebacker in there that can cover. Because if he can't cover, Kittle gonna go for 6.
Yep.
If something gonna happen, because we got guys that we can run a West Coast style, but still run the zone blocking scheme at the same time, which is crazy. We can run when you got that much speed. You can actually run out of the spread, which a lot of people don't do in the NFL anymore. That's what got Atlanta in trouble when they played in the Super Bowl, because White was was that White?
Oh, I know, and the big guy. We know what you're talking about. He just got. He was in Philly last year, right? Yeah, him.
They had.
What is his name?
You have him, but you also LeGarrette Blount.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
You had LeGarrette Blount, and you had White, and you had Deion Lewis. I mean, you got all these guys out here, and that's all Tom Brady did. Okay, well, Atlanta, we just gonna spread you out, and I'm gonna dink and dunk to these little guys, and that's what's gonna happen. But the problem is, we got guys that can hit home runs. That's why Carlos Hyde is gone. Carlos Hyde saw that. Okay, when did you ever see Carlos Hyde just
take it to the house? I know he got caught from behind just about every time. Yeah,
but Brady
never happened.
The first time I saw Brady go on that screen, I was like, "Oh my God, this little dude is fast." And I was like, "All right, yeah, he's
yeah."
That's what Hyde knew he was expendable.
See,
he knew he was expendable. But like I said, we have. Oh, don't get me started with the defense. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh,
I tell you, it's now the thing is, and you got speed on the defense as well. That's what I'm looking at. The pre-snaps alone are going to make the opposing defense like, I mean, I can just see the point and going on and trying to keep things. And that's what I love about Shanahan's offense. The pre-snaps may all be BS. But the thing is, the defense is taking it seriously. And like you said, we got guys lined up all the field, and you got the OW, and you've also got Jarek, who could also be a junior OW. So I say, and like you lined up people all over. I said, this is going to be a hilarious offense try to cover.
It is, because you just got to think, man, we got guys that are quick. That's one thing I didn't know about McGlinchey. I did not know his feet were that quick.
Yeah.
He has extremely quick feet. And I think that was the only reason he struggled a little bit last year is because he moved from right tackle to left tackle because they wanted to put him and Quentin Nelson on the same side.
And that was murder. Ooh.
And I really think had Quentin Nelson wasn't drafted before us,
we was going for him, weren't we?
I think it was either because when he was gone, the first thing in my mind was, we're getting Marcus Davenport.
Yeah.
We're getting Marcus Davenport.
We're all on the same page.
We're getting Marcus Davenport.
Oh, man.
And I go, he didn't get Davenport. Because I wanted Quentin Nelson. The only reason I wanted Quentin Nelson, because the main reason was when I watched the Notre Dame and Georgia game, and I saw him drop Roquan Smith like he was a 2-year-old. Because he thought he came free on a zone blitz, and Quentin Nelson left the left side of the line and said, And and dropped him. I never saw Roquan Smith blitz again that whole game. He was like, no, I'm not finna get hit by him anymore.
See?
And it was like, I said, that is... I was like, this kid's nasty.
You know?
He is nasty.
And that's what took Roquan's stock down with a lot of us. I said, look, y'all, Roquan, if that had been Ruben, he wouldn't have got manhandled like that. I said, you know what? This is why it says, give me Edmonds, or give me somebody, give me Davenport, Roquan, you get an argument all day. I said, I can't. That's why I like Fred Warner. Fred is not going to be manipulated, manhandled either. See, so that's...
No, he has great hands.
Yeah.
He has great hands, especially when a guard or a lineman is coming at him. He has great hands. And you can't say that about a lot of linebackers, because he has safety speed playing linebacker, so you know he can cover. He fits our scheme perfect. That's why I don't understand why so many people was, who is Fred Warner, or why are we drafting him? Y'all quit thinking stop overthinking. It's the scheme. Not everybody fits. I said it's the same thing I was trying to explain to people when Ahmad Brooks was like, I told everybody Ahmad Brooks gonna be the odd man now. Because he's not a 4-3. He's not a 4-3 linebacker.
He's a 3-4.
Navarro is a 3-4 linebacker. Now, if Navarro wouldn't have had the injuries that he had, I believe he could have played middle in a 4-3.
Yeah.
But due to the injuries he had, I went to the game. I went to the Dallas game when he got hurt, when he tore the Achilles, and I was at the Thursday night game against the Rams, and I was like, he's a shell of his former self, because no way Todd Gurley would have got those yards if he was still.
That's why I can't wait to play the Rams this year. Oh, we got something for them this time. But you know what? The Rams fans, Courtney and I want you to know, there ain't gonna be no party from Gurley this year.
No.
Courtney,
no sir.
Give me the shout out, Courtney. Give me the big scream. 3, 2, 1. Hey. Thank you, Courtney. I gotta tell you, man, I've never met a Texan I didn't like. Oh, where'd I hear that from before? Will Rogers. I never met a Texan I didn't like. Actually, Will just said I never met a man I didn't like, but I wouldn't have substituted the word Texan. Yeah. And as a matter of fact, I met Courtney through Devon. Big shout out. Devon, what's up? Fam, I'm gonna get on out of here and let you enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you on Red and Gold Radio with anything that's coming up in Ronbo Sports in the near future. You gotta listen in now. All right, meanwhile, I'm gonna get on out of here. Fam, he's not here, so I'm gonna have to do it. Sheik, I gotta do his work. Please don't forget to hit that like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in a little bit. Count me down.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have these secrets.